It would likely be a toss-up between Rolex and Casio if you asked someone to name a watch brand. If you needed a watch that could withstand being knocked over, where else would you look? G-Shock in particular is practically synonymous with digital watchmaking. There are several of classic models, but Casio G Shock provides everything you need, from summer-loving streetwear to beaters fit for an expedition. The description includes links to the top 5 Casio G Shock. Watch the entire video for more details. Carry on. Number 5. Solar Atomic Rescue GW7900B. Everybody needs a watch, and I thought Casio's G-Shock line with radio-controlled timekeeping met both criteria to a T. I also looked for a solar-powered G-Shock because I reasoned that I didn't want to bother about batteries. I chose to go with the GW7900B1ER. It appears to be a decent option because it is reasonably priced, has good stats, and is aesthetically and structurally formidable. Although it appears to be plastic, it is actually urethane resin. Unlike plastic, this is not brittle. It has exceptional abrasion and impact resistance for a long life and won't break or crack when subjected to shock and impact loads. At 71 G, the watch weighs very little. It is evident that this is because it is a resin digital watch. It can handle anything that a regular person like you and I could throw at it, including scuba diving, thanks to its 200 m water resistance. When you push the G button on the front, a strong green glow is produced by the illumination. You can customize how long it shows and have it turn on automatically when you lift your wrist. According to the case, the strap features a simple matte finish with no top patterning or embellishment. Overall, I really like the Casio GW7900B. Number 4. G-Shock GWM5610-1. In addition to its excellent display and tough solar, the GWM5610-1 was carefully picked for its timeless appearance, which provides a subtle wrist presence and a hint of retro-futuristic nostalgia. The longevity and comfort of the watch are largely dependent on the case material. In comparison to many of the brand's other timepieces, this one weighs a featherweight 51.7 G on the wrist and has modest dimensions. Its diameter of 46.7 mm may seem large, but keep in mind that it is wider than long. More often than not, G-Shock's success may be attributed to its comfort and ergonomics. To be honest, I'm not immune to the nostalgia for the original G-Shock design. I think the retro-futuristic style is really cool, but design isn't just about looks. A well-designed watch should incorporate ergonomics, readability, wearability, durability, and use. It's electronic. This is a good thing, indeed. Casio's forte is digital, and the company practically controls the market for digital watches. Despite not screaming luxury and status, digital watches are becoming more and more popular due to their retro-cool charm. Since its launch in 1983, the Square G-Shock has undergone several improvements and modifications, but tough solar is the most notable. When exposed to any light source, not just the sun, solar cells replenish the battery. This particular practical feature is ideal for the original G-Shock concept. The GWM5610-1 is a commendable accomplishment of the brand's initial goal. Number 3. G-Shock Rangeman GPR-H1000. The G-Shock Rangeman is designed to function in the most challenging conditions and to have a robust appearance. Some people might find it too thick. The G-Shock Rangeman is distinctive and appealing because to its aggressive appearance and massive, tough build. However, it's important to note right away that this watch may seem a bit weighty and bulky if your wrist is smaller. The display is a negative MIPS, which is shocking if you're switching from an AMOLED, and a long cry from the color displays on other watches of similar type. Despite having a 200-meter waterproof rating, the Rangeman screen seemed to fill with a bubble of some kind after a half-hour swim in the pool. The bubble is still there today. With its abundance of functions and sensors, the G-Shock Rangeman can track 9 different sorts of activities: walking, jogging, bicycling, swimming in a pool or open water, using an interval timer, working out at the gym, and trekking. As one might anticipate, using GPS puts a smartwatch's battery to the test. The Rangeman managed to stay in GPS mode for 19 hours, but with sporadic location acquisition. In actuality, the battery lasts closer to 14 hours when kept on. The G Shock Rangeman is a stylish timepiece that looks great on your wrist and is appreciated by both you and other people. Number 2. G-Steel GST B100. Casio started expanding the availability of their more expensive MTG and MRG watches after realizing that the demand for steel G-Shocks was not as specialized as they had initially thought. The Casio G Shock G-Steel Tough Chronograph GST B100 watches first sync the time with a smartphone via a Bluetooth connection. In addition to automatically detecting and adjusting when one enters a new time zone, this occurs 4 times every day. The watch's features can then be controlled via an app. I want to start by talking about the size and dimensions of the Casio G Shock GST B100 watches, but they also include some new design elements. At 58.1 mm lug-to-lug by 53.8 mm broad, the new Link G-Steel watches fall in between those two sizes, but at 14.1 mm thick, they are the thinnest yet. This is the first G-Steel without analog hands and digital displays. We may have to wait a while longer if, like me, you're hoping for an all-digital G-Steel that looks like the awesome MRG watches from the 1990s. The watch incorporates nearly every desirable characteristic of a Japanese brand, including a solar cell, smartphone synchronization, a bright backlight, and a stunning shock-resistant shell. The GST B100-1 AER model has a unique metallic elegance, is defiant, and is everything but tiny. Number 1. GW9400 Rangeman. The G Shock Rangeman smartwatch from Casio is a beast. It dominates your wrist and is large, brazen, and vicious. It is resistant to muck in addition to water and dust. To make sure the brown material doesn't go inside when the weather gets gloomy, gaskets have been installed on the buttons. This is useful, however it makes pressing the buttons a little more challenging. For the action to appear on the screen, you must fully depress all 5 buttons with some force. You may scroll through menus and choices with the 3 large buttons on the right side of the case, which also rotate the center crown. Yes, that is the solar panel, which enables the watch to recharge its battery by using the sun's energy. In particular, the GPS's battery is recharged using solar-assisted charging. You may plot routes and monitor your progress in real time on the screen using the onboard GPS. The G Shock Rangeman can provide up to 33 hours of continuous GPS use on a full regular charge, but the solar panel can extend that to 48 hours. The Casio G Shock Rangeman sports a very simple black and white display, in contrast to most smartwatches. However, because of the large solar panel bezel, the screen is also relatively small, and the menu text is small. You might find it difficult to read what's on screen if you have poor vision. This smartwatch has a very specialized function, and it might be a highly useful tool for a particular group of people. I appreciate you coming along as we looked at the top 5 G Shock watches. G Shock GW9400 Rangeman are the best option if you value modern technology, tough durability, and classic style. G Shock's GW9400 Rangeman are made to survive everything, from extreme sports to daily experiences. This watch is made to adapt to your lifestyle thanks to characteristics like water and shock resistance and creative designs. When it comes to innovation, style, and durability, G Shock watches are the ideal option. Remember to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up if you found it useful. Tell me in the comments which G Shock you're most interested in or if I missed any. Keep moving and exploring till the next time. Glowing Star.